Family is a main theme, particularly in Lark Rise. Not so much in Candleford, but very much in Lark Rise, in that very poor working class community. A community that basically earned all their money from the land, working on farms. Or in Robert's case, he was a mason, so he had a little bit more money. But most of the people worked on the land and relied upon the land. They'd either be clearing stones or gathering crops or looking after the animals. And all children, when they got to at least the age of 10 or 12, would be sent into service. So girls would go to work in a big house and the boys would go to work on the land. So as the children got a little bit older, they would be replaced by another child and they would go off and work and send money home. And that's how they survived. They looked after each other. Families cared for one another and for other people's families. They shared their flour, they shared all their food. Very supportive of one another.
Actually, put down the oil.
Robert Timmins? Yeah. Father of Lark Rise? Robert Timmins? But he ain't even from Lark Rise.
He's a family man and a strong arm to lean on. That's all Miss Ellison means.
The most overriding thing within the programme is this sense of family and community and the hamlet of Lark Rise in particular is one of helping each other out. It is one big family. It may as well be. We just happen to live in separate houses.
Ever since I've known you, you've done for others. What about doing something for yourself now? One thing chasing around the world like your pa does. But a man who can read, the world comes to him. Now I can teach you, Ralph, and we can start tonight.
That kind of camaraderie and that closeness and companionship, they help each other through a lot of hard times. Life is hard and they have not got a lot. So I think there's that family unit is incredibly strong.
In Candleford, the main family is the post office family, which is really run by Dorcas Lane. And I suppose the father figure currently is Thomas Brown. And then the younger children would be regarded as being Minnie and Laura. But now we have Miss Ellison also coming into the post office, so another female figure. Now she's forming a relationship with Thomas. So, but very much a family. But I think Dorcas is very much a mother for Candleford. She's everyone's mother in Candleford. She tries to look after everyone.
I am not going to send you away, Minnie. I took you on, and that means you are one of us now. It is not your fault that you weren't ready for the burdens I put upon you. You need to be taught. So that is what we will do. I intend to scold you when you deserve to be scolded. I may at times be unforgiving, but I will never turn you out. The post office is your home. Do you understand that?
I do, Mum.
Good. Now get out of my sight.
As far as the post office is concerned, it's very much at the centre, the hub of the community in Candleford, and so it needed to reflect that, and so there's a great sense of a sort of family. Although it's a business, it's actually very much sort of a family unit. So there's the area of the living kitchen, where the family, Dorcas's sort of altar family, if you like, of Thomas and Minnie, they all congregate there. This is very much a meeting place, and then there's the business frontage of the post office, where the rest of the community meet.
The post office is a nice bunch. I mean, it's a good, and particularly with Minnie, the new character. It's great to work with. It's a nice. We're losing Liz, but we're gaining Minnie. So we're losing an old lady and gaining a young lady. So it's the family of the post office is quite a close-knit little group. We like working together in the post office.
I think family is really important, and I love the way that Laura's fiercely loyal to them, and she's fiercely loyal to her roots, and you always see her back in Lark Rise, and she's just as happy there as she is in Candleford. And without them, she'd be lost. So she's got that really, that safe kind of family unit that she relies upon, and she'll always put them first.
The main reason girls of that age left home was because the family couldn't afford to feed them anymore. There's another mouth they didn't have to feed. So the girl went to work in service, on the land sometimes, or as Flora did, and she was extremely lucky to get that job in the post office. It was a making of her. It gave her access to books, to reading, to literature, to the big wide world outside, on which she drew when she wrote her books.
It was tough for Emma seeing Laura go, but it was harder for Laura, really. Laura desperately wanted Emma to say, no, you can stay, but I think she's very proud of Laura, and, you know, there's scenes between them where she sees that Laura's succeeding in life, and she's doing maybe something that Emma herself, you know, aspired to do but never got the chance to. So again, they've got a real lovely relationship between them.
Mar, would you say that I had a high opinion of myself?
Why, what a question.
Would you? Truthfully?
No, not at all. You were doing well for yourself, that's all. Getting on, that's all. Jealous is quite a harsh word, but I think that it's true that I think Emma definitely wanted that chance in life, maybe that she didn't get, and, you know, the freedom and, you know, that sort of responsibility, and there's definitely a slight envy there as well. But of course she's really pleased for her daughter to have that opportunity and to open doors, and she wants her children to do well in life and succeed, and she has high expectations for her children, I think. You did look handsome on your expounding plank.
That man wants to pull our parish up by the roots, and all my wife can say is handsome. There's a woman's thinking for you.
I'm married to quite a passionate, emotional, liberal-minded, left-wing kind of political animal, and which can take its toll on the marriage at times. I'm done apologising to you. I'm done living my life to make you feel good about yourself.
You're right. Perhaps a little unfair about puffing out my chest. But I do know what it's like to live with Robert Timmins.
There's an equal balance with them. You know, I think they complement each other really well. And the reason I think it's progressive and quite modern, I mean, they talk things through, and he asked for her advice, and they very much work as a team. And that's a really nice thing to see, and you know, in this sort of the 1800s, where they've got this kind of really kind of level relationship.
In series 2, Alf has a much more responsible role with the kids.